3,000 meters steeplechase. It includes the world leader in 2018. Let's introduce all of them. 15 in total, making their way out onto the track right now. They will take on 28 barriers, 3,000 meters. An event dominated by Kenya, but only Leonard Kipkemoi-Bet in the lineup. The world under-18 champion. So is this the moment for Uganda with Chemutai and Cheretich? And what about the Ethiopians with Wale, whose birthday is tomorrow? Takupi Yoshida of Japan. Among those we'll be keeping an eye on in this final. Here's Albert Chemutai. He's finished second in 2 Diamond League senior races. He also went to the World Championships last year in London. Dennis Cheretich, the Ugandan, is alongside him. El Rashdi of Morocco, not to be discounted at all. Sakis of Greece. The African under-20 champion, Tekeli Nagate of Ethiopia. The Belgians have pulled off a surprise or two at this championship. Van der Velde, who's next to Stefan Schmid. Alex Drover of Canada looking for their second medal. David Foyer of the Czech Republic. 3 bronze so far for them. The world under-18 champion and one of the favourites, Leonard Kipkemoi-Bet. Can he maintain Kenyan dominance? Yalçınkaya of Turkey. Wale now, the national under-20 record holder of Ethiopia. And Trung Kyong Nguyen of Vietnam on the left of the picture. The 2 Ugandans then, Cheretich and Chemutai.
On your mark.
Men's 3,000 meters steeplechase final at the World Under-20 Championships. So off they go. They will have 28 barriers to negotiate on the way around. Of course, a water jump as well. We've already seen in the heats the drama that can unfold if you miss time. The approach to a barrier. We had an almighty pile-up earlier this week. And straight away, right from the off, Leonard Kipkemoi-Bet, the world under-18 champion, has gone to the front and wants to just stretch the field in the very, very earliest stages of this race. He won the title in Nairobi last year to huge acclaim. They raced over 2,000 meters in that steeplechase. And the Kasarani Stadium, I can still remember it now, went absolutely mad. So for the first time, they'll take on the water jump. Interesting to watch the technique. Sometimes the Africans will just hurdle straight over. Bet leads the 3,000 meters steeplechase final with the Ugandan Chemutai up there, Cheretich further back. A word on Getnet Wale, national under-20 record holder for Ethiopia. He'll have his birthday tomorrow. 2 years ago in Bydgoszcz, he was the bronze medalist in a race won by Amos Kirui of Kenya. The Kenyans have won every edition of the steeplechase at the World Under-20 Championships, other than the very first one back in 1986, which was won by the Spaniard Juan Ezcueta, who that day finished ahead of Johnston Kipkoech of Kenya. So they have absolutely obliterated the fields really over the years. They have all the records and they have the lead as well, but Bet on his own in this race. So whether the Ugandans and the Ethiopians can tactically outsmart him, considering he has to run the race on his own, we'll have to wait and see, and that may well be why Bet's got himself out of danger and up to the front very early.
Absolutely. Bet will be acutely aware that this is a one-man show here today for him. He's a great hurdler, really good technique over the barriers, but he is going to have to make the running here. Chemutai, you see, Wale looking to give himself a birthday present in this race. Also, Van de Velde, the Belgium athlete, he has had a good season this year. He will be looking to get involved and seeing how long he can just stay with this pace at the front. But certainly it's interesting from the Kenyans that they only entered Bet in this race. You see Bet over the water jump. He is very, very smooth with that technique. Chemutai just sitting on his shoulder. And
I talked about tactics and whether the two Ethiopians, the two Ugandans would work together. Well, it's not going to work for Uganda because Dennis Cheretich is way back at the moment. He's about 80 meters behind the leading group. So Chemutai of Uganda is effectively operating alone as well, with the bronze medalist from Bydgoszcz, Wale, there. 4 laps to go in this 3,000 meters men's steeplechase final on the final afternoon of these World Championships in Tampere. And Cheretich, Dennis Cheretich, has pulled up.
Yeah, we've lost Cheretich. He's gone, came to the finish line. He's just strolled off. We see him there, clearly not feeling good today. It's something going on that we obviously don't know about. Maybe he was sick during the night. Now we have Bet, Chemutai. You just feel the pace has increased through this lap. And Bet looking to break clear of this group, trying to make a bit of a run. Wale, I believe, in third, isn't letting them get away. Certainly the pace is much faster now.
Talking of pace, the first 1,000 meters, which Bet took them through, was in 2 minutes 52, 2:52.43 to be exact. Well, that first 2.5 laps. And it's Bet from Chemutai, from Wale, and from Negate. So a Kenyan from a Ugandan, and then the 2 Ethiopians. There are 3 laps to go as they clear that barrier. Down on the bend of that home straight, and off they'll go under the big screen, right in front of the podium, where they'll hope to be on the receiving end of a medal presentation later on. And the rest of the group, well, it's a front 4, and the rest are well back at the moment, and I think they are led by El Rachdi of Morocco, but they are 50 meters away from that leading 4, the East African quartet, led by Bet and Chemutai.
You can see down the back straight, Bet was trying to put a little bit of speed into this race, trying to shake off Wale, and ideally for him, Chemutai as well, but they're sticking in there, not to be shaken off that easily. Chemutai, just the taller athlete of the 2. See that both of them coming to this jump, and Bet just has that much slicker technique over it. Chemutai just using both legs to the side. So when it comes down to 2 laps to go now, and you wonder if that efficiency over the barriers will serve Bet well here in the final 2 laps.
The chasing pack, El Rachdi of Morocco, Yoshida of Japan. But they are well back. The second 1,000 meters they went through in 2 minutes 51.72 seconds. Very slightly quicker than the first 1,000. And Bet now is trying to stretch them out again, those long legs, but the tall figure of the world leader in 2018, Chemutai behind him. And now here comes one of the Ethiopians in Wale. And as he made the move, though, he had to be careful because he needed to time his paces into the barrier. And that just held him up for a second. Now they go to the water jump. Watch the techniques of the water jump and how they'll differ here. Watch Wale, pivots and goes off. Bet hurdles it straight off and then just plonks those 2 feet straight into the water, which is some 70 centimeters deep.
Very little between these 4 athletes with just over 1 lap to go. Bet for sure is the better technician of the 4 of them, but Wale and Chemutai are not going to give this one up easily, and they're at the bell. Closing
stages then of the final of the men's 3,000 meters steeplechase. Ethiopia have the lead. Chemutai of Uganda second. Bet is in third now. And the second of the Ethiopians, Negate, in second. But it's Wale, who was a bronze medalist in Bydgoszcz 2 years ago. But now Bet is starting to push him. And the race is on down the back straight in this final now. Chemutai coming as well. All four of them vying for places. Who knows who's going to get the 3 medal places at this stage? They'll take on the water jump one last time in the 3,000 metres steeplechase final. Wale over, better big jump. Chemutai moves away. Nagate's going to go wide into the home straight. Wale is digging deep. You can see the effort he's making now, driving those arms. Nagate coming as well, the 2 Ethiopians, and then Bet has found a gap. He's come up the inside, but Nagate's pacing as well. They're really close, but Ethiopia's Nagate gets it ahead of Bet, and Wale is third. And so the Kenyan dominance is broken.
That is a huge win for Ethiopia. You can see in the background, Bet is devastated. And just coming in, Yoshida, the Japanese athlete, Gatto, the Italian, who's had a really good run here. Still well under 9 minutes for these two athletes. Coming in 4th and 5th.
So for the first time since 1986, Kenya have not won the gold in the steeplechase final at a World Under-20 Championships. It's Ethiopia who are celebrating, and Tekeli Nagate, 8:25.35. A season's best mark from a man who was already inside the world's top 10, but that's 10 seconds better he's gone on the world stage today than his previous best. And although Bet found a lane, a brilliant run from Nagate to hold him off, and Wale gets third, and Chemutai, the world leader, has to be content with 4th.
Nagate just found a way through at a super speed in that last 50 meters, and Bet could do nothing about it. The crown will not go back to Kenya, and that is certainly a big upset here. The surprises just keep coming for us in the final session. And look at Nagate here, just coming up the outside. Bet got a really clear run of it in the inside lane. Wale showing a little bit of inexperience to let them through so easily, but Nagate just had the speed in the legs over the final barrier. And look at that sprint for the finish. Bet knew immediately, and Nagate knew he is the world champion. Elation for Nagate, devastation for Bet.
Well, they went into that last 100 as we look at Bet, who takes a silver medal back, and then the 2 Ethiopians, gold and bronze for them. And here's the result of the men's 3,000 metres steeplechase final. Ethiopia break Kenyan dominance in the event with a 1st and a 3rd place finish. World leader Chemutai beaten out to 4th.